What's up everyone, T Smola here. So I've fallen a little bit behind. My 14th geocaching anniversary was on September 19th, and I didn't get a chance to celebrate it. So instead of using my usual 62S to go and find the cache, I figured I'd get into my drawer of geocaching relics and dig out something a little bit older and see if it will still do the trick for finding geocaches. So let's go have a look. So this is my geocaching drawer. This is where I keep all of my mementos, all of my path tags, geocoins, and the GPS units that I don't use anymore. The Garmin Oregon 450. This is a great unit. I'd probably still be using it had the battery the button, if it hadn't fallen out. It's no longer waterproof. It's a great GPS unit, but it's just a backup one for now. But what I'm really looking for is my Garmin Blue Etrex Legend, classic GPS that a lot of geocachers started off on. And you know, the great thing about Garmin Colorado 400T. Let's not talk about that one. My apologies on that. I thought Halloween was over. You never know what terrifying things you'll find in your old caching supplies. This is what I was looking for. The Garmin Blue Etrex Legend, an absolute classic. I found my first 500 or so caches with this thing. Let's see if it can still go. So this thing has obviously seen better days. I had to wire it kind of closed after the glue holding this rubber part on failed. I don't have the cable for this anymore. It had one of those really heavy-duty screw-in cables, and I don't have that anymore. But you can input caches by hand. This thing only worked either left or right, I can't remember which, but the last time I used it, it was really hard to input coordinates. It was still possible, but it was really hard. So I'm just hoping that I can find at least one cache with this thing. We'll see what happens, I guess. So this thing finally found satellites, and the accuracy is 155 feet. Not very good. So I got it down to accuracy of like 55 feet, and it keeps losing signal. We'll see how well this actually leads me to this cache here. So I'm down to 37 feet. I have no info on this cache whatsoever. No maps, no nothing. I don't know what size it is. I don't know anything about it. This is the way I used to cache, and I don't know how I did it. I think it'll be a miracle if I find anything with this. So now it's led me back onto the trail. I mean, it has me all over the place, but it says 30 feet accuracy now, so see if that makes a difference. This is absolutely ridiculous. So it's tracking 4 satellites right here, but it really only seems to get satellites when I'm out in the open. once I go back in the trees, it loses signal immediately. I don't know if it's just because the antenna's old or what the deal is, but it's not performing very well, not like it used to. So I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but I have 32 feet accuracy, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 satellites that it's locked onto. Pretty good for a dinosaur. And there it is. So I just found this cache using my old Etrex Legend, and I don't know if you could see this, but it fell on the ground, and now the screen is just glitching out like crazy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it'll work again, but successful. An army guy and some other little trinkets, nothing special. So the Legend zeroed me out right over there, about 30 or about 40, 50 feet away from where the cache actually was. Which, for a GPS that old, that's pretty good, I'd say. So I had planned to do a whole afternoon of caching with this thing, just to cache old school, but I think just from this first cache, I think that'll be enough. It's just too old and it's too beat up. It just lost satellite again. So, you know, fun little experiment, fun little throwback to go back.